Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the second episode of Arcane. On the last episode we watched, we established some of the basic truths of the world, we met some of the characters, we established the world a little bit, we got some of the beginning plot devices that'll start moving us forward, their theft on the upper world, or whatever you want to call it, the higher up, and all the guards are after them. They stole some stuff that was obviously pretty important, and we have some sort of villain who's doing some sort of experimental juice on rats to superpower somebody up. Obviously there's a lot going on. The characters probably don't realize what kind of trouble they've started for themselves, but I am excited to see where the story decides to go in this episode. I gotta say, I'm really excited to see what role Vander plays in this story. He's obviously somebody that's pretty dependable. He seems to have knowledge about everything that's going on for the most part, but maybe not, maybe he doesn't realize exactly how serious of a situation they're in, but he definitely is a good mentor figure. But I don't know if he's gonna be the self-sacrifice type, or if he's gonna guide them for a little while longer. Hopefully nothing bad happens to him, but I am worried because they could definitely take that path in the story. If you guys want to see the next episodes right now, they're over on my Patreon. The Soul tier will get you access to the next episode, and the Ascended tier will give you episodes past that. The Patreon is also the extended version, so that way you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each reaction. These episodes are a lot longer than I'm used to watching, so let's not waste any more time. Leave a like on the video, I'd appreciate it a lot. Let's get into episode 2 of Arcane. Alright, what's going on? Where are we starting off at? Is it a flashback, maybe? Or were these the people that bought the stuff that Echo was talking about in the last episode? Paid full price or double?
Hello? Is someone in there?
Okay, this is a flashback. This is who they stole the stuff from.
Hey.
I hope they're okay. Ow. He's probably fine. It's maybe way too early for me to say, but they don't seem like bad people. Just the way the story's presenting them. Kind of freaky looking. Well, this is really cool looking. I love the animation on this. So who is this now? Oh my god. That's a pretty powerful bit of magic there. Is this young Jayce, maybe? Was he trying to recreate that stone or something? Interesting. I do recognize the name Jayce because he was one of the characters in Teamfight Tactics that I used to always build in an earlier season. He has a big hammer, I know that. He like smashes the hammer on the ground. I just noticed that was Jinx and Vi fighting each other in that opening.
What happened here?
Science, I guess.
Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment.
Her voice is so cool.
Who authorized your research?
It was an independent study. Who are you anyway?
I'm assistant to the dean of the academy, who it may serve you to remember is also head of the council. He sent me here to ensure that anything dangerous is removed safely, which, according to my list, includes you.
What? How am I dangerous?
No, that's for the council to decide.
Too smart for his own good. Damn. Oh, he's got it in his collar. I wonder if it's like still powered up, if he can still use it, or if it like was drained of its power whenever he was teleported. It's not very shiny.
Imprisonment. What a curious principle. We can find the physical body.
Who is this?
The mind is still free. I do love a good conundrum. I remember the first time I saw you at the academy. You reminded me of myself, a scientist, ready to forge a new vector of experimentation.
I like him already.
But sometimes we venture too far.
I think I do
great
know who this
science
is.
should ever put lives in danger. Be honest now. What manner of inquiry was this?
Professor Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger. Okay, I've heard that name.
Something truly incredible. A way to harness magic through science.
He's a Yordle, right?
Yes.
No.
No?
The Arcane is dangerous, Jayce. A force of nature. Science cannot control it.
Drop the title right there.
Can. I'm close.
I know
to
Yordle
working.
because it was a class in
How
TF2.
old are you, my boy?
It's always the small little guys.
I'm 24.
Ah,
Same.
I am now 307 years old.
Oh man.
My life, I've pursued the mysteries of science, only to discover some are better left unsolved. This, I'm afraid, is one of them. Own your mistakes before the council, admit your work was dangerous, but speak nothing of magic.
Interesting.
Do that, and I theorize you'll get away with, how do you say, a slap on the wrist.
Wonder if he's gonna do it. It kind of goes against his principles. Ugh. This is cool. She's tough. She's a gearhead. She likes to experiment. It's pretty cool.
You guys know I wouldn't take you on a job you couldn't handle, right?
Are you kidding? That was the best job we've ever done. Maybe just don't take powder next time.
Ah, shut up, Milo. Clagor probably knows a little bit better. Damn, she's a hell of a shot, though. Damn. Yo, get her a gun or something. Something non-lethal, of course. Probably be a whole lot better than that. She wouldn't have to run.
Tell me where I can find them.
Top side of business ain't my concern.
It's every one of you trenches concerned now. Give me a name.
Ew. It's gonna get punched.
Hey guys, you should see this.
Or that. Well, that was convenient. Yeah, does she still have the blue crystal things in her bag or whatever?
Got nothing.
Oh, she so does. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do? Oh my god. If I can fight for sure, she might be able to take him. But the info's out. Hey, and you know, running away is a pretty useful skill. Powder might be able to do it. Throw one of the crystals at him, maybe. Oh. Echo coming in clutch. Nice.
We need something revolutionary, Alora. Something to put Piltover on the map. What of today's trial?
His name is Jayce of House Talus.
A house? Remind me.
They're toolmakers. I believe they came to renown for their design of the collapsible pocket wrench.
Huh. But Heimerdinger favors him?
As far as I can tell.
Interesting. So he's putting some sort of challenge to him to test him?
Child's toy.
Good.
We need to help him.
Caitlin's right. We've known Jayce for years. Besides, we're his patrons. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us.
We should hit them back. We've got the numbers to beat them.
Yeah, let's teach them what it means to mess with us.
Oh, I don't know. Probably can't beat him.
This will blow over. We just need to stand together.
The Bander I knew, the one who built the underground, wouldn't be afraid to fight.
I don't think that's what this is, though. And come on, it's definitely not what it is.
Do I look afraid?
No. You look weak.
Oof. Ugh.
Why isn't it doing anything?
We kicked the enforcers' butts with just the 4 of us. Imagine what the whole of the lanes could do.
Jeez, even Powder wants to fight.
So why aren't we?
It's like I was saying, you know, it's the experience that he has over the rest of people. He knows how to make the right call.
Vander's gotta deal with the enforcers.
What deal?
It really sucks to see everybody turning against Vander when he's probably making the right call. You know, obviously he has this deal with the enforcers, but he only made that deal in order to protect them in the first place. Vander has seen the effects that fighting the enforcers has had on people. He sees it firsthand in both Vi and Powder. It really seems like the other people in the lane don't understand that as much, and that's why they're so eager to get out there and fight. They don't really understand. You know, it's a common theme and a common trope in stories that war is an ultimately wicked and destructive thing. Vander's not afraid, and I don't think he's weak either. If anything, it's the complete opposite. It takes a ton of strength and conviction to stand for what you know is right, especially when it's against basically everybody else. Very few people have that strong of conviction to their morals, and even fewer have the strength to stand up against other people like that. So yeah, she's totally way off the mark when she's calling Vander weak, but I think they're just too caught up in the moment to really understand that. And once again, it really does show the difference in experience between Vander and the rest of them. So what role is Jayce going to have to play in all of this? Obviously he was researching something.
For your birthday, Counselor.
Oh, Mel, this is too kind.
I'm told it was built only for the sharpest of minds.
And I bought you some ginkgo nuts.
Ah, don't you know I'm allergic? What are you trying to do? Kill an old man?
Wonder what her game in all of this is. Giving him the kid's toy, claiming it's really complicated. Maybe so Jayce can solve it and to fool them into thinking he's smarter than he actually is. I don't know. We'll see. That's some pretty cool imagery right there.
Jayce Tallis. You are accused of illegal experimentation and endangering the citizens of Piltover. What do you have to say for yourself?
The materials were far more dangerous than I was aware of. And I now know my actions were against Academy regulations. What I did endangered people. It was reckless.
Ooh, look at this guy.
I'm sorry.
Or thing.
I asked the Council's forgiveness, and I hope that I can continue my studies.
As Jayce's patron of many years, I can speak for his character. I believe that one day he will be a great contributor to our society.
He destroyed a building. Is this the sort of contribution we can expect? If you were a scientist, you'd know you can't make a prototype without breaking a few wrenches.
Do you have anything to show for your work besides an explosion?
No. It came to
well, like, I mean, it got stolen, so like...
Your study was meaningless.
It was revolutionary.
Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
The Academy seems to have loosened its standards.
This is a fine line. If we condone this, what's
ridiculous,
next?
really?
The Council has more important...
Why is the Academy pronouncing?
This is
Perhaps we should just finish
I was trying to create magic.
Oh, he did it.
Magic?
Arcane talents are something you're born with. They can't be fabricated.
Actually, I believe it is possible. We're the champions of discovery. Why fear it when we can master it?
Jayce, enough.
This is the city of progress. Think of the wonders we could create.
Just like Vander, standing by what he knows.
You don't understand what's at stake. But how can you? That's a burden that only I here carry.
Interesting.
I've seen this power in the wrong hands. It corrupts, consumes, lays waste to civilization.
Oh man. This is so...
It cannot happen here, my
okay, I'll hold it.
It must not.
Heimerdinger is right. Piltover was founded to escape the warmongering of mages, not cultivate it.
The ethos is clear. He must be banished from Piltover.
Please let me speak!
As a lower house, my voice doesn't carry much weight here. But as a mother, I have a voice that matters deeply. My son isn't in his right mind. His entire life, he's chased an impossible dream. What he did was foolish and unwise. But he has a good heart. Please, let him come home.
A crime like this can't be overlooked. The boy must be punished.
A violation of the ethos calls for banishment. but I can sympathize with a young man's dream to change the world. Perhaps in this matter, a lesser sentence may suffice.
He's really trying to help him.
Jayce be summarily expelled from the academy and remanded to the care of his parents. All those in favor?
They're trying to help him. That guy seems like the lead of the council or whatever, but he seems kind of like a pushover.
Never to set foot on academy grounds again.
What I was going to say before is this actually carries a bit of an eerie similarity to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is something I'm watching right now for the first time. The concept of creating a power that can be used for good but can be used for evil, but it's so powerful that it almost shouldn't be tampered with, is something that, you know, you see in a lot of different series, and you also see even in the real world as well. There's tons of parallels to modern weaponry, areas of science that people feel shouldn't be explored because it's too powerful or it's too hard to control perhaps, such as areas of technology that might include things like weaponry or things maybe like cloning, something that's really hard to control or regulate. But ultimately, it's like Heimerdinger said, there's something really respectable about a young man that wants to change the world for the better. And it does speak well of Jayce's character that he's able to stand by his convictions and really pursue what's right. It might be seen as arrogant, but a lot of people would fold in a situation like that. The idea is not to believe something is wrong just because you're told it's wrong. You need to believe something's wrong because you can actually see the effects or understand why it would be wrong. There's a very fine line between things that should and shouldn't be messed with, especially when it comes to science. And I don't need to get into that. I'm sure you could come up with plenty of examples on your own. But the way I see this going, when someone has a passion for something like Jayce does, you don't just stop because people told you to stop and don't give you a real reason. That sort of conviction doesn't just fade. It doesn't just stop because you've had a punishment. It doesn't just stop because people told you to stop. So I don't think he's going to stop. I think he's going to go back and research in secret this time, because the arcane magic is most likely what saved him and his mother's life when he was younger. And of course, that first impression of what it is and how positively it can be used is going to weigh so much heavily in favor of it rather than all the things going against it right now. This guy.
First time I've been invited to the lanes. It better be worth my time.
You see, that's your weakness, Marcus. You carry your chin so high, you fail to see the opportunity below.
Who are you?
You're looking for 4 children. The ones running circles round Piltover's finest.
What about it?
No, don't look so concerned. I'm about to make your day.
This guy's very creepy. I wonder if Heimerdinger's gonna have a change of heart about all of the things he's doing.
On your face when you found these.
Probably not, though, because of his own experience.
Jayce, please. If I hadn't spoken, you'd be lost to me. I had to say something.
I think he would probably understand that.
Yes, but it won't save yours now. You need to let it go.
I could have convinced the council. If my own family won't help me, I'll find someone who will.
Ugh. That sucks. I understand both of their perspectives in this. It's a shame that he can't just forgive her for that.
I must admit, his theory intrigues.
If dangerous ideas didn't excite the imagination, we would never wander astray.
Could it work? Could these stones really invoke magic?
Nonsense. It's far too unstable.
Could you stabilize it?
Me? Why would I? That only leads to more problems. And that poor boy has enough of them already. There. Come tomorrow morning, his research will be safely disposed of. Lock up.
I wonder if Viktor is gonna
Magic is far too dangerous.
do a little too much looking and get interested himself. Curiosity is a pretty crazy and potent thing.
Long enough.
It's a pretty sick villain lair.
I'd like to let you in on a very important secret I learned when I was about your age, boy. You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
That's a very villain line.
It's time to let the monster out.
don't think you have a choice, my dude. All right. I don't know if it'd be safe to stand near him, but maybe this guy will have the power to stop him or control him. Oh boy. All right, I'm interested to see what happens to him now. He's gonna turn into some sort of monster.
What will you do?
Join the Talus Hammer business, I guess?
You can't do that.
No, I can't.
Come inside, Caitlin. Now.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain.
I think you've done enough.
Damn, he's really an outcast now, huh?
Do whatever it takes. Turn the Undercity upside down if you have to. Just find them.
He might take up the scientist guy on his offer. If he hasn't already.
Welcome to the last drop. What can I get you?
4 sump rats will do. Search the place.
Surely they wouldn't hide them here, right? It'd be a little too obvious.
I'll take the strongest shit you got.
Gonna hit him with it. They're coming.
You be careful with that.
Nearly forgot. I ran into an old friend of yours. He had some stories. You weren't always the peacekeeper, were you?
You can't escape the past.
Everybody else really wants to fight. He's the only one that's trying to hold him down.
Cast irons. Well, it's hard to clean.
That's a cool line. Uh-oh, she's gonna slip. Is everything about to break loose? That's a really hard position to hold. Why'd they give Powder that position? Catch her, catch her. Oh, okay. Oh, he's very lucky you didn't hear that. Seems like both sides are wrong in their own ways.
The world forgot to bury. And I'm gonna bury the lot of you.
Jesus. They really respect Vander not to do that fight. I'm surprised they didn't throw hands when they said that.
What if they took her?
No one is taking any of you. Never let that happen.
It's already happening. You heard him. They won't stop. We need to fight back. And if you won't, I will.
I've heard this kind of talk before.
Yeah. Some people learn through that sort of thing, though. Some people just will play with fire until they get burned. More than once.
Why are we here?
You still don't understand.
What I don't understand is how you can work with them. We were here. We saw what they did.
I grew up knowing I'm less than them. That my place is down there. I want Powder to have more than that, and I'm willing to fight for it.
Yeah.
So was I. I was angry, just like you. I led us across this bridge, thinking things could change. If I hadn't, your parents would still be alive.
Yikes.
I know you want to hurt the Topsiders for what they've done to us, but who are you willing to lose?
Man.
Powder.
It's a good question.
What are we gonna do?
Seems like she at least
The
respects
enforcers will come back.
his words. I'm kind of surprised. It's just one of those things for Vi, though. Do you trust yourself or do you trust him? Especially when you're young like that and you've got so much emotion, it's really hard to make that call. She definitely holds that anger. And it's probably going to make her choose against him. Oh, is he gonna... He's thinking about it. That's why he took his stuff off.
Am I interrupting?
Yeah, it's Viktor.
Actually, yes. But only because you signed your notes. Every page, I might add. A little egotistical.
He's definitely interested in his
Is
research.
that why you came? To insult me?
It's gonna give him purpose again.
No, I was intrigued by what you said at the trial. I want to help
Yes.
you complete your research.
Yes, good.
No one thinks it can be done.
When you're going to change the world,
He's an insider to them.
don't ask for permission.
He's an insider and an outsider at the same time, but he can work from within the academy for Jayce.
I don't even know your name.
It's Viktor.
The subtitles helped me a little bit on that one, but it's okay. Seeing the names in the subtitles
Where you been?
helps me remember.
Look, I made them for the enforcers. These are smoke bombs, and those two are full of nails.
No, that's pretty sinister.
Gonna work this time. I know it.
That'll kill him.
What the hell were you thinking? Going into the last drop. Do you have any idea what you've done?
I was getting results. You heard the council.
You're a fool. There is no stopping what happens now.
Marcus is kind of going rogue a little bit as well. Sorry if the music is going to be probably distorted. Copyright. Yeah, they're doing a surprise raid, maybe. No time to hide. Powder's out by herself there. Maybe she gets captured. Or Vander takes the hit to save her. The upbeat music makes me think something bad is really about to happen. It's a perfect moment for the characters, too. Oh god, I'm nervous. Man, don't do that. What are you doing? Alright, well that was episode 2 of Arcane. So even though we have all the kids in the lane and Vander and all them, we also met Jayce and Viktor, who seem to be sort of the other protagonists of the story, perhaps. Either way, they seem to be on their own sort of storyline with all of it. And similarly to Vi and Powder and all of them in the lane, they're also making enemies in Piltover by continuing this research on what is, I guess, essentially taboo magic. And I don't really have any reason for it, but I already really like Viktor. It's cool that Viktor comes in and sort of saves Jayce when he's thinking about jumping off the building. Which I guess if you really think about it, it's the second time Jayce has been saved by somebody who is a complete stranger to him. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can maybe form something new that Jayce hadn't thought of before now that Viktor is in with him. I think he's going to play a pretty important role in the story. It really seems like shit's about to kick off in the next episode, so I'm going to get right to it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.